Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another beer. This is Free Will Brewing. I picked this up a few weeks ago. I've had it for at least 2 or 3 weeks. No, it must have been... It's been a few weeks. I'll just leave it at that. I was working down in the area and I stayed over because I had a couple things to do over a couple days, and Free Will was like 15-20 minutes from where I was staying, so I decided to stop in. This is in the current fashion. Imperial Stout aged in an apple brandy barrel with Madagascar vanilla, cinnamon, graham cracker, and sea salt. Is there an ABV on here? There is. It is 14.2%. And yeah, the artwork on this stuff is pretty cool. I reviewed the I like this candle over here on that side. Yeah, it's cool. I reviewed the that, what was it, a pale ale with yuzu and hibiscus? I think it was a pale ale, pale lager. Yeah, that, I was saying something. That had similar artwork, and yeah, I'm not sure who does the artwork. I'll look on the I'll look on here and see if. Does it say who does the artwork? It does not. So I don't know. Well, whoever is doing the artwork for these is doing a good job. So yeah. Yeah, that's dark. That is 3/4 of a mocha colored head-ish. Man, it smells like green apple Jolly Ranchers from here. That is what I'm smelling. Yeah, a little bit of brown on the bottom, but yeah, mostly dark. I was gonna swirl it again, and then we'll get a nose. Let's see what it smells like. Yeah, green apple Jolly Rancher. A lot of that. Little bit of graham cracker. The vanilla is in there. A bit of alcohol, but I don't know if that's from. It might not be it. I can't tell if it's coming from the spirit or the actual ABV of the beer, but there is a bit of like an alcohol presence to it. A little bit of chocolate, maybe a little bit of coffee, a touch of like a little roasty coffee thing. Yeah. It's maybe a touch colder than I want it to be, but it smells good. If you can hear that noise, that's Goose chewing on a crock. Anyway, let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. For 14.2%, that is quite smooth. I'm getting just like a whisper of like, this is kind of a big beer kind of thing. But not what I would normally get off of 14% beer. So that's kind of cool and dangerous. But the cool thing about this is the nose was definitely more barrel, spirit, adjunct, forward. But the taste is stout. It is a stout. It is a stout with other things in it. Yeah. The like it's weird because the the barrel, the apple brandy barrel. Apple brandy? Apple brandy. Yes. Came off super green apple Jolly Rancher in the nose. It does not really come off that way in the taste. Because it's more of a... like, it doesn't come off like apple. Like, there is definitely spirit in there. Like, it's definitely... it definitely tastes like it's barrel aged. But... or... definitely tastes like there's a spirit... some sort of spirit involved in it. And... but yeah, I don't know if I was doing this blind. I would, like, I definitely would have got the green apple Jolly Rancher thing. But I don't know if in the taste I would say apple brandy. And there's in the taste, there is way more of a barrel char character than in the nose, which is actually, I really like this. But it's also weird because the other adjuncts are not as, like I said, the nose was leading me to believe that this was a adjunct heavy stout, but the taste is different than that. Oh, I just spent so much time saying that I wasn't really getting the green apple Jolly Rancher in the taste, and I just caught a little bit of it. Of course, that always happens to me, which is kind of goes back to me saying this is probably a little bit colder than I would like it to be, because I feel like it's going to open up a little bit more as it warms up. Yeah. It is stout first and foremost. Definitely a little bit of graham cracker. But subtle. It's so subtle. And I don't know if that's going to change as it warms up, but right now, a little bit of graham cracker. There is a vanilla character to it, but with as much like barrel as I'm getting, that could be coming from either vanilla or the barrel, because I know that happens. Cinnamon. I knew there was something else in here that I could say that there's cinnamon in this. There is an earthy thing that I'm... the subtle, earthy, woody from the barrel thing that I think the cinnamon lends itself to. And I think that's what's, for me, that's what's super cool about this is, like, this isn't a beer that is, like, just, like, random adjuncts because it's what people want or whatever. Everything in here kind of lends itself to other aspects of the beer, and it is, I don't know, it's really good. Yeah, because I don't know if I would like it as much if I was like, oh yes, I get the what else is in here? The sea salt, the graham cracker, cinnamon, vanilla. I don't know if I would like it as much if all of those things were dominant flavors. You have like 6 dominant flavors in this. And I don't think that would be very cohesive. And I think that would make me like it less than what it is actually. Which is... I mean, I don't know when they released it. I bought it at the brewery. So maybe it's a little bit older and some of the adjuncts fell off, or I don't know. But I'm really liking the way it is right now. There's a nice dryness to it. It's like, because it's not overly sweet. I mean, it's a big beer, but it's not overly sweet. Yeah. I would say the biggest flavors are the barrel, the spirit, and that graham cracker. There's a little bit of the barrel, the charriness, and I think the cinnamon lends itself, the cinnamon and the vanilla lend itself to that barrel character kind of thing to like kind of prop it up. And then I'm not really getting the sea salt. I don't know if that's lending itself to something else that I'm just not picking up on. Yeah. I mean, I guess the vanilla and the cinnamon could also be lending itself to the graham cracker as well. How many times can I say lending itself in a beer review? I don't know. I mean, this is... I feel like Free Will is like a surprisingly, like... not surprisingly, I feel like it's a bit of like a hidden gem. Like, it... As far as like hype breweries go, or not hype breweries, but like as far as like I don't know. Or at least from my perspective. Because I was always like, free will. I've had some of their beers. They're good. Whatever. But this last trip that I took, that was my first time at the actual brewery. But I've had their beers before. But yeah, this last trip was like a bit eye-opening for their I don't know how to say it. Just eye-opening to the to how good they are in the beers that they have there. Man, I kind of love this beer. When I was down there, I didn't like have a ton of money to spend, so I didn't like bring back a ton of stuff, and it's kind of I got a couple things from for No Hype Beer Reviews, which we will be reviewing one of the beers that I got. I sent him one, and we're going to be reviewing that together at some point. Looking forward to that. But yeah, I wish I had had the money to like bring back a ton of stuff, because this is or at least more of this, because this would absolutely be a fantastic beer to open up after I got home from work and just sip on it for 4 or 5 hours. Or, I mean, in my case, I usually like, sometimes I end up chugging beers, not chugging, but like, you know, drink it a little faster than I like want to, because I want to sit and enjoy it, but like, I just like get in the habit of like watching something or whatever and just like keep taking sips. But then sometimes I don't do that. But this would definitely be a beer that I would, looking forward to going to Free Will again. That's what I'm saying. I'm rambling a little bit. I'm sorry. This is going to be way longer than I want it to be, but so are most of my reviews. So nothing has changed here at 93 Lumber. So yeah, if you're in Percy, I think is how you pronounce it. Percy, Pennsylvania. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that pronunciation if you're from the area. But if you're ever around that area, you should check out Free Will for sure. Yeah, that pale lager that I had was awesome. This is awesome. The other beers, the beer that I'm going to do with No Hype Beer Reviews is hopefully going to be awesome. I'm assuming it's going to be awesome. Based on this, it is absolutely going to be awesome. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now. And I'm a bit tired. It's getting close to my bedtime. Or this beer is just hitting me way, and it's not registering. That could also be it. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I hope you're doing well and taking care of yourselves and taking care of each other. You can like this video if you would like to. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93 Lumber. That's spelled out 93 Lumber. And we will see you in the next one. Cheers.